Hey, on the channel, we're back at it with another Savage Crucible figure. This time we got a Frazetta Classic in the Warrior with ball and chain.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Savage Crucible unboxing and review. And today we got something really iconic with the Warrior with ball and chain. But for all your Savage Crucible needs, make sure you're hitting up SavageCrucible.com. Tell them Kyle sent you. And I gotta give a special shout out to the Savage Crucible team for sending this over for review purposes. And I'm excited about this one here. Of course, a lot of fun figures in this toy line. I love all the toys we've got, and I've checked out here on the channel so far. But now we're diving into something very iconic, some Frazetta artwork come to life in plastic form. And we've seen figures from Frazetta artwork in the past, but my brain, whenever I see any Frazetta artwork, always goes back to the classic rock band, Southern country rock band, whatever you want to call it. It is, of course, Molly Hatchet. And what, Todd McFarlane? Oh yeah, Adam Sandler told us all about that drummer from Molly Hatchet. Never forget, of course. But very excited to get this one in my collection, as this is an extremely iconic art piece right here. I don't believe this was ever used from Molly Hatchet. Other stuff was, like the Death Dealer and others like that. But this one, a very iconic image that's going to come to life in action figure form here. Warrior with ball and chain is his name. I guess he doesn't really have a name, so it's just strange to call, oh, that's Warrior with ball and chain. Just doesn't roll off the tongue as a name, but he also wouldn't roll off if, oh yeah, this is Ted. This is Ted over here. That's what it is. So, you know, you take the good, you take the bad, and then you have the facts of life, as we do know. But we also know how we're going to do this review. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And like I said, I'm excited for this one. It's a bit of like almost like a Conan the Barbarian, He-Man type character, of course. And like I said, a lot of Frazetta figures over the last couple of years, with I think more on the way as well. This guy looking really cool right here. Love the looks of this on the package. Now we got a kind of an image a take on this, kind of, with Mythic Legions not too long ago with their Barbarian as well. So maybe we'll take a look at that too. But looking good in the artwork there. Classic artwork once again. Warrior with ball and chain. Savage Crucible. Get a little bit of that story on the back here as usual. You can pause the video and read all this if you would like to. A very special thank you to Lori and Frank Frazetta Jr. of the Frazetta Art Museum. Then we got the very NECA-like packaging here with the Velcro opening up there, a little bit more of the story, and then the figure itself. Looking good. Born with the spirit of rage and conquest in his blood, the Warrior prefers to meet challenges head-on and without hesitation. Armed with a mystic ball and chain forged from the adamant cut from abyssal bedrock, little can stand in his way. Pulverized foes litter the path the Warrior treads. A lot like a young Todd McFarlane from the couch is what this kind of reminds me of in a lot of ways there. But we're going to dive into this Warrior here. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we got with this guy along the way. And we do get, once again, those iconic extra hidden. Uh-oh, we got a few hidden things right here. We got a little baggy action. Everybody loves a little baggy. See you later. But we do got the little hidden weapon in there. So always cool to see those. We also get a little of that card game action. See you later. Goodbye. Can I open it up? Where's that? There it is. See what we got here. What kind of card? And it never opens very good for me. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Oh, we got the card. The Face of Darkness. That's what we got. Little role-playing, if that is your thing. Of course, that's not my kind of role-playing. I like other kinds of role-playing, personally. But to each their own, as we always do say. Little plastic prison right there. Of course, got that little cellophane over the front. Looking really cool there. I like the looks of that. See you later. Goodbye. Do get the little cape here. How about this? Oh, I love it. I love it. A fur cape with wire in it. How about that? That's the hits I like to be played with. You know how I do. Looking good. It's almost like suede on the inside, too. Nice and furry right there. But I'm going to take this Warrior with ball and chain. I'm going to take him offline, get him out of the package. We'll be back. All things Frazetta. All right, let's dive into this Warrior with ball and chain, but we do get the grab bag secret weapon here. What is the secret weapon going to be? Well, we're going to find out real quick. Is it going to be a sword? Is it going to be a shield? Is it going to be a dagger? Is it going to be able to get out of the package? That's what I'm wanting to know. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. See you later. Terrible. See you later. Goodbye. Gets the point across. And we got the wild sword right here. All kinds of edges. Just an interesting looking one. A nice purple color. Makes it look a little bit more mystical, magical. Looks like there's a potion involved or something. Silver down here on the end, but very cool extra accessory. Doesn't quite fit what I think of with him, but this can be used with your Lemurians. This could be used with anybody you want to, and I guess everything can be that way if you want to. But diving in here, extra hands, 2 gripping hands out of the package. We get 2 more gripping hands over here, and then we do get the splayed out hands. He's going to wrestle a bear. He's going to wrestle somebody. That's what he's got here. So we have that going on. And one thing about the Savage Crucible, I think, as far as I go in unboxings here on the channel, I think this is the first human figure we have received from the Savage Crucible. So pretty cool to see that. There is one called the Who Man that looks absolutely amazing. Looks really stunning. I can't wait to dive into that one in the future. But man, this looks good right off the bat. I like what I see right here. We're going to keep on going with the accessories. Got the big shield over here as well. I got the little spike on the end so you can use it as a weapon. Got the handle. You can put the arm in there. Ready to go. A nice shield there. You do get the ball and chain. Of course, this is his prime weapon here. And you can tell this isn't for kids, as these are pretty sharp on the spikes right here. And it is a real chain, swinging it around if you need to. Down to the plastic handle, of course, looking very good. And I love that we got blood on the chain here. This guy, he's used it a time or two. A dangerous weapon. You swing it at somebody and then it comes back around. You're like, oh my gosh. You got to be really sure of yourself if you use this on the battlefield. You don't want to look like a fool, of course. But he does got that going on. We also got a little knife, of course. Got to have a little knife at all times. We got one of those going on, looking very, very good. Looks like we can store that on the figure, so that's some extra bonus points. Then we do got the sword here once again. Dinged, battered, dented. It's been used a time or two. Nice handle on the end. And once again, you can store this on the figure as well. Do we get another sword? Oh, I thought there was another sword here. That's just the end. But you can store that. Obviously, this goes around the body on him. But now we're going to get down to the warrior himself. And it looks like, I'm not sure exactly how this goes quite yet. I'll figure it out, though, eventually. We do get these plastic pieces up over the top. And I'm guessing that is what helps hold down his cape over the back right here, the nice fur cape there. And it looks like they do pop out, so you can take that off if you want to. But to me, he's got that barbarian kind of feel. I got to give him that, the shawl cape, whatever we're going to call it. But looks good. Doesn't look so good with just this right here, so you can pull those out if you're going to go this style. But does look nice. Diving into the head here, though, he does have the helmet going on. Helmet is not removable. Got the 3 spikes and horns on there, looking very good. Looks determined, looks like he's ready to fight. Even has a little bit of scarring around one of his eyes. So this is a guy that's been on the battlefield. He's been fighting a time or two, as we know. Looking very nice there around the necklace, too. Got a couple extra teeth in that necklace. Looking very good. And then quite the body styling on him. He is jacked. He's ripped. He's got the veinage going on. He's got the 8-pack. This is a guy that has seen some things and done some things. Living off the land, fighting anything, be it beast or man. A guy that gets around, of course. But looks really nice there. Got the loincloth. He must have stopped off in Eternia one way or along the way. But looking good with the loincloth there. He's got a forearm bracer on one side and just a little bracelet on the other side. 2 gripping hands with the up-down hinges on this one here. Got the holster on the side for, of course, the knife. You got the holster on the back we talked about for, of course, the big sword. The sword and sheath, of course, go together very easily. Then you got those fur boots down at the bottom and then down into the feet. Of course, arms all the way around. Very tight articulation, as usual with a lot of the figures, especially the more pricey ones. Doesn't hurt to take a little hair dryer to it. Loosen them up just a little bit. You can do that, of course. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, the hits being played, the hits being continued on. Hands, back and forth, removable. Head, back, forth, side to side, up and down, removable. More movement out of that head than I was expecting with that helmet as well. Hula hoop up top, plus dumbbell down low. Plenty of good movement out of that. You do get those big old splits if you need it for the old warrior ball and chain. Boot if you need it. Double jointed, pinless knees, once again. No boot cut. Nope. But you do get the ankles, back, forth, side to side, up and down. Very, very cool right here. This has to be one of the better sellers there because not everybody's into the Savage Crucible everything. Not everybody said, hey, I don't want all these Lemurians and stuff. But there's a lot of people that want a guy like this in their collection just as a standalone to mix with He-Man, mix with Mythic Legions, whatever it may be. And then you got the Frazetta collectors that are just collecting Frazetta things. So it crosses over to different toy lines with this one here. Looks like this guy, though, needs some work on his hole. His hole just not quite deep enough. Just not quite deep enough to fit on a stand. So we're not going to be able to do that. But all in all, very, very iconic, image, artwork, picture, however you classify it. Very iconic, now came to life here via the Savage Crucible team. And man, I'm here for that. Like I said, whenever I think of the Frazetta artwork, I naturally go to Molly Hatchet. You may go somewhere else. But very cool to see this in the line. Be interested to see what other Frazetta stuff we might get from the Savage Crucible in the future. Hey, I'm here for it. Like I said, I really enjoy this line. Really enjoy these figures. I enjoy the story of it all. It's just a fun idea. And they're coming out with really good figures. I can't wait for some of the stuff that's coming next. So the Warrior Ball and Chain, a heavy hitter, an A+ figure if you ask me. But now I'm asking you. Yes, you sitting over there on the couch. What do you think about this one? You picking it up? What do you think of with Frazetta artwork? Are you just a simpleton like myself and think of Molly Hatchet? Or are you an artsy person and think of all the different artwork? Let me know, of course, in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels with content every single day. And it all rolls up to the Patreon YouTube channel memberships, your best way to support the channel. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is my podcast each and every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with, of course, video cast on YouTube. Check it out, of course, The Kyle Peterson Show. So for the Warrior with the ball and chain, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?